what the heck is Truespeak? And more importantly, why aren't you using it? Truespeak is your ability to be connected to the observer in your mind, the one that doesn't have judgment or worry or other negative thoughts or patterns running through it. It's very neutral. So you have your ego, your conscious mind that's been with you always and helps you process and sort billions of bits of information. And then you have your superconscious, the observer. And then you have your true source, your highest power, your benevolent, loving, all knowing. And so, what Truespeak does is it helps you to align those three so that everything that you channel happens for you rapidly, properly, and under grace. And your life looks like it's full of serendipity and good luck. And yeah, I guess it is if you want to use those terms. And they happen because you created the circumstances. So TrueSpeak allows you three things. Number one, it allows you to say what you want, not what you don't. That way you start getting more of what you want and less of what you don't. The second thing is it helps you banish the bully in your brain, the imposter syndrome, and the negative thoughts. And then the third thing is it helps you reflect this in your life so that you become a motivational leader. You walk your talk, other people see it, and you are admired, seen, heard, listened to, looked up to, all of those types of things. And let me give you just those one, two, threes briefly right now. So number one, TrueSpeak says what you want, not what you don't. So instead of saying, don't forget your lunch, you're going to say, remember your lunch, because what you want is to remember. And the other fun example I like to give is that, the above the conscious mind, right, the observer I was talking about is neutral. And so it can't flip things around. It takes them for face value. What I mean is, if you say, hey Siri or hey Alexa, don't play Barry White, they will say, playing Barry White. Why? Because they are neutral. They don't have the ability to create nothing. They only have the ability to create, and our mind is similar. So start saying what you want and not what you don't. The next step is to banish the bully in your brain. That's the negative thinking. That's those old programs that came, these shadow parts were created when we were not emotionally ready to handle the situations that were thrown at us. Much like if you took a 10-pound bag of rice and you threw it at a 4-year-old, it would be devastating. And those types of things happen to us. I like to also call them emotional tattoos. They're the ones on the inside that nobody really asks you the story about. So how do you switch that with TrueSpeak? You learn to hear those negative voices that second guess you, put you down, try to make you feel less than, and you treat them like the 3 or 4-year-old that they are. You're going to gentle parent them in the beginning and then, to tell them that you hear them and you appreciate the message, but it's 2024 or whatever. Now, if that doesn't work, then you got to use some tough love. And that takes a little more practice. And I'm more than happy to handhold you through that process of tough loving those voices and those little parts out of extinction. Make them gone forever by using the power of positive words and the neuroplasticity that your mind has and looks forward to. So being a creator. And then lastly, once you think a certain way, you speak a certain way, you act a certain way, and other people see it. Trust me, they notice. And they're going to want to know what you're up to. And there's a lot of things you can tell them, but basically just tell them, well, now I'm using TrueSpeak and it's working and it can work for you. Okay, enough of that. Nobody's ever really heard the backstory before about, my stuff was almost called Newspeak, which is terrible. Instead, I got saved by somebody in the nick of time, and it now and forever will be TrueSpeak, helping people onward and upward with their lives in ways that work for them forever. So I'd like to help you do that. Come up with your true speak, your purpose, your phrase that leads you forward. So let me know when you're ready to work together. By now you know how to reach me. Linktree's the easiest. Get on my calendar. I'm looking forward to sharing my gifts and talents with the world, and that includes you. Okay, take care. Aloha always, and see you next week.